say living life is free, I'll have to deny, 'cause every day I pay the price.
So, Jonny Depp, Amber Heard. It's kind of a interesting situation to say the least. I think a lot of people are having a strong reaction to this, and I think it's about time I document my reaction, because truly I think I got a bit of a different take than other people. But more than that, I think I've also saw what other people are thinking and really consider what has been going on with that whole situation. But before that, I don't have all the facts, so don't be coming at me, but what about this or that? I'm just explaining how I see it, and I'll get more into it later. But for now, welcome to the complicated but kind of simple podcast. I'm here again with another video. If you guys like it, like, comment, subscribe. If you don't like it, leave a dislike. That way y'all let me know how y'all feel about the content. Anyways, so Jonny Depp and Amber Heard, the way I'm gonna go over this is I would like to explain to y'all what I've heard over it, so you understand and how I end up coming with my point of view. Because I personally don't enjoy every single moment of it's interesting because I feel like a lot of people are just dogging on Amber Heard, and that's fine. I kind of get where they're coming from, and I'm kind of trying to understand the people that are going and defending Amber Heard, because personally I don't really understand it too much, but I guess they have somewhat of a point at the same time too. Anyways, what I know of it is that Amber Heard made these allegations, and then Jonny Depp, he, had just his reputation ruined. Absolutely ruined. People didn't like him because she said that he did some horrible things, and if you go to the court transcripts, she's claiming that he did all these things, but the evidence isn't really stacking up to it. And then Jonny Depp got some crazy lawyers and just took her to court and said, you know what, enough's enough. I can't believe I'm gonna let my life get ruined like this. And I get it, because I want to, from what I see, I think it is fair that Jonny Depp is getting at least, some news coverage to kind of help mitigate the damage that was done, because she did, at least in my opinion, defamate, she wasn't telling the full story. She's definitely, at the very least, twisting it, and I personally heard the recordings. Don't take my word for it. Go listen to the phone call. Go look at their court transcripts, and you guys can make the ultimate decision. But in reality, from what I see, she made claims that couldn't really be backed up. And when you do that online, that's one thing. But doing that in court is a totally different thing, because basically that job of a lawyer is to rip you into pieces and then look at every single one and then build you back together in a way that the jury and the people around you are not going to look at you favorably, no matter if you did good or bad, because that's their job. They have to defend their client, and in defending their client, they're gonna have to make the other person look bad. But the problem is online, since there is no regulation and there is nothing stopping it, people are really happy to see that there is this pushback, because Amber Heard did make some crazy, that's crazy. You can't just be going around saying this guy is drinking, smacking me, punching me, berating me, That's horrible, you know? And I want to make it clear. That's I don't stand in line with this and any of that behavior, you know? Now, other people are saying, and this is my other point, oh, you shouldn't joke about it. Because even if Amber Heard isn't telling the truth, that people that do and have suffered from things like this, crimes, you know, it's a real thing. That's why we have laws. If there wouldn't be laws and things protecting people if this had like, domestic abuse and things like this hadn't been, you know, a thing, a problem. And it clearly is. It's definitely not unknown in societies, you know, not just ours, just every society. You know, people don't get along with people and things happen. I get that. But there's also laws for going and saying, hey, we can't have you say that someone did all this and it didn't really happen. And it was kind of like the Wild West. I think it was like 12 jurors, or basically the idea is you would get 12 townspeople, and if they believe that, you know, you X someone out, you went or you did some other horrible crime, that if 12 people or more around you could buy that story and it seemed relatively believable, there was no courts, there was no justice, so the people would just go there and say, oh, okay, let's just X this person out. And you know what, that really gets kind of, you know, hairy, kind of like quick. Like, you don't really start seeing facts, and then people start jumping on their emotions, and that's kind of why we have the courts, because we need an area where people can come in, state their case, and someone has the knowledge, hopefully, in the decision, and therefore given the decision-making power to make a decision over these things. And that's fair, because it's important. And I don't know, there's something weird about just basking in Amber Heard's tears, and I kind of feel like that's the online just motive right now, because it's bloodthirst, man. You hear these stories of guys that are just, oh, he got his kids taken away, horrible, or oh, he has to pay child support for a kid that isn't even his, like, horrible, or oh, like, there's these charges, and you know, now his life is ruined. I get it. It's terrible. It's absolutely horrible. But I don't really, obviously I don't enjoy that, but I also don't enjoy, I enjoy people getting what they deserve, in the sense of, if someone is genuinely doing wrong, keeps doing wrong, and just wants to live their life that way, and there's nothing stopping them, and we can't rehabilitate them, you know what, I get it. You know what, get them out, throw the book at them, you know? If this is just, I think personally a lot of people need help, but if, you know, they're a criminal, they do bad things, you know, I guess, yeah, you gotta, there's another way to put it, you gotta serve time, you know? And it's weird though, because while I believe in that, you know, people should serve their sentence, I don't really agree with the fact that society should, you know, like, kick them while they're down, you know what I'm saying? Because while I'm watching this, I'm going to myself like, okay, cool, you know, hopefully justice will prevail, you know, he'll get redeemed, and she'll, I don't know, pay a fine or get in trouble. I don't really know what's going to happen to her. Whatever happens, I don't really care, because one, I have faith in the system, and two, it's not really any of, like, my business, you know? I get that I don't know. It's just weird to me. It's just, you know, the media is portraying this all the time, and now people are just like, oh my gosh, like, look what's happening, it's crazy. It's like, yeah, it's interesting, but it's almost like the Will Smith slapper or whatever. It's just like, I'm over it. I've been seeing this thing in my YouTube feed and all my feeds, like, all the time, and I'm so just done with it. I could not care any less, because the reality is this, like I said, hopefully justice will prevail and she'll get what she gets. But I'm not gonna sit here and try to get reverse like pleasure, like, or revenge pleasure, better said, of, oh, look at all these guys that got down bad and now like the tables are turned, and oh, look at her, like now, like that's not what I enjoy. I enjoy people just, given justice. I enjoy people being able to, how do I say this? I enjoy the process of people that are bad people not being able to continue those actions, and that the system should find them and honestly help them. But if like you can't help that person, then boom, like take them out, like put them away. I get it. But this weird just that it's such a weird feeling. I swear you can almost sense it in the videos, in the comments of all these people just basking and just like loving every single moment of it. And I don't know, it's not my cup of tea. If you guys personally enjoy it, please leave it in the comments below. Tell me what's your reasoning for such, just if you're like really into it too. I would love to know why. I don't really know too many people that are super into it, but I know a majority of the people I hang around with, like, it's gonna appear on your feed. It's just what's in the air right now. That's like the buzz. What's the word? And Amber Heard and Jonny Depp is the word. And I don't know. I think at the end of the day, look, it's one, it's not even like my business. But now that the situation is presented to everyone, I think that Amber Heard should get what she deserves. I think Jonny Depp should be honestly happy, but I also think that if you want to make jokes over the situation, hey, knock yourself out, even though it's kind of like kicking the dead horse or whatever, and it's pointless to me. But I also think it's weird. I think it's weird if you're gonna sit there and go chanting for Jonny Depp, like, yeah, like I can get it, you can chant for justice, but it almost seems ill-intentioned when you're just you got some problems, bro. Instead of handling these problems about like how you see the judicial system, you think you're getting them back by hitting them hard with like this case and stuff. It's like, no, I get it. I don't know. It just feels weird. I feel like you're enjoying it too much. It's not that serious, bro. I get it. Anyways, I'm repeating myself, but if you guys did enjoy the podcast or didn't, comment, like, dislike, subscribe if you want to see more content like this. And yeah, I think I'm going to catch y'all in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. And cheers.